Knock, knock. Old man Jack, don't mind me just popping in. Well. Always said our meets and greets, we shook our hands, we kissed the babies. We welcome to this earth. 64 started last week. Those 64 turned to 32. Those 32 for the last 2 days battled out side by side. We had 4 brackets. Black, red, blue, gold. Which 16 are gonna survive those battles? That's a very good question, I'm glad you asked. Other great question, why would you ask the colorblind man to separate those in 4 different colors? Well, that's another great question, but it's okay. We'll work it out together. When this is all said and done, 16 will go on for next week. Those 16 will gradually turn to 8. Those 8 will be down to 4. Before you know it, one person will stand. One person will be left to slay. Last season, Fiona Ray ran a gauntlet to slay to win. The inaugural season, S. Forrest ran that same gauntlet. Who will it be this season? You ready to find out who's going to the next round? I am too. All right. Welcome back to Slay to Win.
If it isn't profanity, then what the fuck is it?
Yeah, there in TV land. Screens from everywhere watching this. Old man Jack, don't mind me just popping in. If you're just walking in right now, catch you from this point. Give a little tour de Slay. What once started only a mere couple weeks ago with 64 singers that we spent months scouring this globe, trying to find that right 64 to represent Slay to Win, trying to represent each and every subtle pocket of genre out there that we could. Take the most amount of talent, put them under one roof, and see what they could do with it. Set them up one-on-one the whole way. Single matches, take your ego, put it out the door. Who came to slay? We brought 7 judges that again span the globe. They've been properly vetted, spoken to. They've been disclosed to you. Their categories of judging have been disclosed to you. Hell, this week we'll sit down with them. We'll talk about their experience so far. They've dedicated their time and their efforts, 10 hours a week on average, for Slay, for us, for this. It's amazing what we can see when you get a talented group of people like this together. You never know what can happen. Opportunity, access, it's the only thing we're missing. Let's give the blue bracket their opportunity to find out which 4 of these blue bracket singers will carry on to the next round of Slay to Win. 8 singers, 4 matches. This blue bracket has been stacked from the gate. You have Victoria J versus Chris Ryan. Tangerine versus King 80. Steffi Savage versus Keeks. It's just Becca, yo, versus Nikki Harms. There is no easy route right there. Keeks, one of our judges from last season, decided to dust off those microphone chops and press her hand at Slay this season. Ready to pop any moment, gonna give us our first Slay to Win, baby. Maybe even inside this underground. Congratulations, Keeks. Let's go ahead and get started. With that blue bracket. That blue bracket. Very fitting music that popped on for this matchup. From the Selkuth family, Victoria J. The badass, Chris Ryan. Oh, these scores have been close. Victoria J with a score 280 280.45. Chris Ryan with a score of 287.45. Chris Ryan, your badass will live to continue another day, sir. Congratulations to Victoria Chang. Thank you so much for enjoying this with us. I can't wait to work with you and your entire crew in the future. Chris Ryan, congratulations, sir. Jumping around to the fourth. And this was a heartbreaker. Unfortunately, there was only a very small amount of rules. Here's how these walls are SLAY to win. Very small. And sometimes they sneak up on you, you don't realize it. The chaos of getting songs submitted, grabbing the tracks, singing them. We forget, even the most basic things. But unfortunately, one of my favorite singers in this entire event, one of my favorite names to get the shout out every opportunity I get, one of the true fire breathers in this place, had two small words on her track that were not from her voice. 2 words. But that's all it took to unfortunately have to disqualify her. Shows right there the importance of guiding those 2 small rules. No voices other than your own. No same song twice by the same singer. But unfortunately, it's just Becca, yo. Your tournament ends. For now. For now. But by no means does it take away that amazing song we put out. And we all listened to it yesterday. We all listened to it. Gives me chills even saying that, but it's unfortunately true. But with a score of 317.6, in reality, there might not have been much you could have done because Nikki Harms came to play for the SLAY to Win Season 2 and Season 3. The one we're in currently. Nikki Harms, congratulations. No easy route right there. You brought heat and absolute fire with that. I think we could all attest the evolution of that woman. Breaking down barriers. Congratulations, Nikki. Unbelievable. For our next matchup. Oh my. I might need a calculator for this. With the matchup that I think we can all attest shocked the fuck out of us. Profanity. Keeks versus Steffi Savage. A contrast of styles from Broadway to opera. Brent says something I wasn't expecting to move me the way it did. You have a score of 293.95 to 292.7. Can someone give me that math? Because that's awfully close. Steffi Savage, your opera came in correct, and I was not expecting to ever say that. It was incredible, like moving. I remember watching it and you started, and I was watching going like, okay, I'm not my usual cut, but man, those who haven't got a chance to see it, go back and watch it, listen to it, respect that talent. Keeks, no words can explain what you do. Unbelievable matchup there. That's what SLAY to Win's about. You take that contrast, you put them side by side, you give 7 incredible judges that span different knowledge standpoints, different judging classifications, and you let them duel it out right there, mic to mic. He's gonna hate that I said it, but I'm gonna say it. King 80 has been to 2 straight SLAY to Win championships, but unfortunately, at that tail end, he ran across a Fiona Ray and an S Forrest. Well, he has a tangerine to deal with this week. MVP of Borders Without Barriers, Team Old Man Jack all the way. With a score of 304.5 to 284.9. King 80, sir, your opportunity still arises in the distance. Congratulations, Tangerine, my MVP. People will be walking down streets with lit up hair after they see what you did in that last song. Lit from the moon. You're spectacular. Flawless. Amazing matchups right there inside that blue bracket. And that concludes blue. That wasn't so bad, was it? Chris Ryan goes ahead of Victoria J. King 80. Steffi Savage and Nikki Harms. Not a bad four. Not a bad four at all. Next round, Chris Ryan versus King 80. Steffi Savage versus Nikki Harms. All four of those matchups could be more contrasting. Chris Ryan versus King 80. I mean, what is Steffi Savage gonna do again? She have another chamber in that barrel? Gonna blow down those windows again? Nikki Harms, back-to-back songs that blew all of our minds. Blue brackets concluded. The black bracket. Which one, when I open these? Now, as I open each of these brackets, you'll see a score next to each name. Our 7 judges that span this entire platform specialize in their own focal points. They were all announced to you in the very beginning. We took all their scores, we added them together. Basic math. Who comes ahead? Who slayed? Now these judges, when they got these songs, they didn't know who there was. They didn't see that face right there. They didn't see that name right there. All they saw was a number. They heard a voice. Removed any type of visual representation to that entirely. We just let them sit back and enjoy music, and they sat back for hours, pining over these songs. Multiple listens, each one of them, to make sure they got it right. Well, what do you say? Black bracket, Bare Soul Songs versus Savage Cabbage. The Singing Cat Lady versus Maddox. Savage Inspired versus Emelina. LM Sass 80 versus Erg Noir. 4 continents, 16 countries, 14 states represent this tournament. Let's go ahead and get started. Black bracket. Ooh. And the matchup of Bare Soul Songs versus Savage Cabbage. With a score of 253-15 to 323-65. Savage Cabbage, you live to slay another day, sir. Bare Soul Songs, you brought things to this tournament that we were not expecting. And I can't wait to see many more things from you in the future. Hell, we'll probably bring you up here and talk about as this tournament progresses and see how you felt about it. I'm sure we all can attest, blown away by the additions you added to each and every one of your songs. Your Bare Soul songs, shall we say. On that one. Savage Cabbage, do what you do, sir. You're moving on. That wasn't so difficult, was it? Black bracket. Next. Oh my. The Singing Cat Lady. One of our under 1K performers. Versus Maddox. Hell of a matchup here, 2 incredible singers. Maddox, you're going forward. 302 even to 277.40. Not too shabby there, Singing Cat Lady. Hell of a first entrance into this world. Maddox, my introduction to you was from this tournament. I can't wait to see what you bring next. Your song was spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. Oh my, what do we have here? Black bracket number 3. And the matchup of Emelina versus Savage Inspired. 2 incredible live performers. You get the opportunity to stroll in those walls of Star Maker. Make sure you look up at those walls, look for that Profanity Radio Presents poster. You'll find both of them. with a score of 290 to 75 against 311.15. The winner of that matchup was Savage Inspired. Savage, you're in your zone right now, so you keep it up. And Emelina, what you're doing on these events, your evolution, we all contested that. Congratulations on making it this far. Savage Inspired, you're going forward, sir. Last one of the black bracket. The matchup of LM Sass 80 versus Ergnor with a score of 306.10. Ergnor, you're going forward, sir. Congratulations. 293.7. Hell of a score there, LM Sass. Your song was gorgeous. Don't let that discourage you for 1 second. You know what you brought here. You definitely came to slay, but Erg, from high velocity to today, the world you live in is filled full of chaos. I can't believe you can do what you do. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations. In that black bracket, you have Savage Cabbage, Maddox, Savage Inspired, Ergnor. The matchups next week will be Maddox versus Savage Cabbage, Ergnor versus Savage Inspired. Those are some heavyweight battles right there, of contrast of beauty and beast. Oh boy, as we move on. 8 singers, 4 matchups. 4 singers will go on. We have matchups of SJ versus Matty Chorus King. Andrew Sings versus Kushi Goddess. Mick versus Kendra. Mr. Fucking Gray 2.0 versus Jada Kate. Which 4 will live on to slay? Which 4 will unfortunately have this day end today? Why waste any more time? A battle between 2 probably the most experienced comp dogs around these walls. Mr. Fucking Gray 2.0 versus the war dog herself, Jada Kate. With a score of 297.05 to a score of 309.10. Jada Kate, you're moving on. Mr. Fucking Gray, what can we say about you, sir? Can't wait to see what you do in the future. Vocal truth in every note you sing. Jada Kate, you're a powerhouse. You're moving on. Congratulations. Next, red bracket number 3. Oh, another very close one. A battle of fireballs in Flawless Academy. Mick versus Kendra. With a score of 280.3 to the score of 287.55. Fireballs, congratulations, Kendra. Hell of a win right there. Massive win. That's a big one. Mick, no words can explain. Flawless. Simply flawless, sir. Kendra, well done. Well done. That's a big win. That's a big win for the Fireballs right there. Set that off to the side. Ooh, that one gave me chills. You never know what's around every corner. Next. Again, congratulations, Kendra. Mick, you're incredible, man. We needed your song, too. I can't thank you enough for that. It really broke up everything, kind of brought up that electricity. Thank you, man. I know we'll be seeing you throughout this entire event. Next. Whoa. This is close. This is fucking close. And I think we can all attest who watched this. Andrew Sings, The Savage Society versus Kushi Goddess, one of Coven's own, with a score of 298 even to the score 297.05. Holy hell. Let's just set that back down there for a second. Resonate on that one. Ooh-wee. My. I think that's extensive. That is 7 judges. 50 points capable for each judge. That came down to less than a point. All right. With the score of 298 even, Andrew Sings. Sir, congratulations. That was a battle. And we all can attest watching yesterday, that was the one that we all stood up and we're like, oh, this is, and you know what? That right there tells you, we were not kidding. That was a battle. One left in that red bracket. Wow. Congratulations, Andrew Sings. Kushi Goddess, there is nothing to be upset about right there. I've never heard you say you were right in your zone, your pocket. I'll be playing that song of profanity for a long time. Best I've heard you, Kushi, and I've known you for years, my cousin sister. That last of the red bracket. One of profanity's own, Matty Chorus King. Of course, I like to say the heart of Star Maker herself, SJ. With a score of 309.8. Hell of a score there. Matty Chorus King. Congratulations, friend. Make it profanity proud. Don't take your step off the pedal for 1 second, sir. You know what you're walking into next week. SJ. Thank you. There we have it. Let's find out which Final 4 make up our Final 16. Our Sweet 16. And the matchups of Carrie Jones versus our defending champion, Fiona Ray. Juby versus Olive. Sophie versus Always Smiling. I Am Jesse versus Juti Sierra. It's about that time. Those cards are in hand. Those Final 4 matchups are inside of here. What Final 4 singers will make up our Sweet 16? Let's start with 1. It is the loneliest number that you ever knew. And a matchup of Carrie Jones versus Fiona Ray. This color of marker was a bad decision. Because if I'm not mistaken, well, that risk you took there, sir, Carrie Jones, it paid off. Because we are going to have a new champion this season of SLAY2WIN. Because of the score 295.7 to 291.05, Carrie Jones, you have defeated Fiona Ray. Chills just ran up my spine with that one. I'm gonna put these glasses on to hide those tears. Love a new voice walking in the door, but watching Fiona Ray leave is a heartbreaker. Fiona Ray, hashtag hell of a song, hell of a run. We'll be doing much more work with you in the future. Wow. Flawless Academy gets their own revenge because Flawless Assassin Fiona Ray just got struck down by Carrie Jones. For those who don't know, go watch SLAY2WIN Season 2. And somewhere out there in the UK right now, drinks are flying down throats because Flawless Academy got their redemption. Congratulations. Hoo-wee! That's a hell of a way to start right there. Wow. Well, Perry Jones, your journey continues in SLAY2WIN. You will battle the winner of this matchup. In my hand. On the ground. Then back in my hand. Then back on the ground. Then on the ground. Now it's over there. So guess what, Carrie? You're gonna have to wait a little longer because that's on the ground right now and I'm not that bendy. And my dog's next to me and I'm scared he might attack my face. Rooster, in a moment, can I pick that card up? I know karate. I don't know karate. All right. We've gotten through that emotional roller coaster. It's official. SLAY2WIN 3 will crown a new champion this season. That next card that we pull will be that matchup of old and new. The upcoming defending SLAY2WIN Pop versus Rock champion versus Argentina's own Juti Sierra. 10 years ago, she battled inside these Star Maker competition walls. Won an official event back then, a massive one. Will she get another opportunity? Or will I Am Jesse from Love and Light still ride that wave? I'm getting there. What? Give me a second. It's just right here. It's in gold. You guys can't even see it. I can flip it around. You guys can't even see it. See? It's right there. Can't see it. Can't see it. Sorry, Juti. I'm sorry. I Am Jesse. I see. Good luck. Screenshot it all you want. You get nothing. Well. Again. Wow. With a score of 308.2 against a score of 271.45. Juti Sierra, congratulations. SLAY2WIN continues for you. I Am Jesse, your career inside these walls is very young. I'm sure we're going to see you quite a bit. Winning that battle inside of SLAY2WIN was not an easy thing to do. Mick out there right now is still chomping, waiting for a rematch. But Juti, your battle continues. Who will your matchup be against? We'll find out next. I said we'll find out next. Let me get back on my readers. Whoa. Now this was a matchup. Beauty versus beauty. Pitch Perfect versus Pitch Perfect. Always smiling from the Flawless Academy has been running rampant through the competition halls inside the Star Maker of ours. Where Sophie, the captain, founder of Love and Light, decided to dust off that hat and get in the game. With a score of 298.6 against a score of 295.5. Love and Light has still another dog in this race. Sophie, congratulations. You're going forward in SLAY2WIN. Always smiling. You're incredible. We'll see you many more times. That was a battle. I would show it to you. But as you can see, it's already been stricken from memory. But the bright side is, since Profanity Radio features this entire event, from beginning to end, right there behind me, Profanity Radio YouTube, you can go back and watch it as much as you like. You can call your nanas and pop-pops. You don't have them download an app. You get bombarded by notifications. No. Visually represented in a way more aesthetically pleasing, audibly presented in a way that we can be proud of. SLAY2WIN Profanity Radio is doing our best to showcase these incredible singers, regardless if they walked in the door a month ago or they've been here for 10 years. If you come in here ready to burn, we want to showcase you.
Hey, this is Gary Holt from Exodus and formerly from Slayer, and I wanted to say, if it's not profanity, what the fuck is it? Later.
That was a hell of a matchup right there. Always smiling, you're incredible. Sophie, congratulations. Welcome to the next round of SLAY2WIN. And don't think we forgot about you. Talk about two pillars on this platform. Two people I have direct relationships with, I'll never forget. I've known Juby for years. He brought me on to an off-app platform to showcase when I was barely knew how to tie my shoes around here. First event I ever made a finals against. I'll never forget standing across the way of Olive. Hear her sing Anyone and drop an F-bomb. I remember leaning over to my buddy Albie and going, Albie, did Olive just say the word fuck? He said, no. He said fucking. I said, well, I'm fucking going home because I'm done. When Olive drops F-bombs, you're in trouble. But in strolls door Juby, reminding everybody who the fuck he is. Well, in that matchup, the final of that gold bracket. Ooh. With a score of 298.35. With a score of 309.99. Olive. SLAY2WIN continues for you. Feel free to drop as many F-bombs as you like here on out. Juby, welcome back to these walls. I can't wait to see what you bring. A mind like yours and a voice like yours can be dangerous around here. Big things on the horizon. Olive. Can't wait to see what you do next. Hard work pays off, that is for sure. So what do we have here? The last four. You'll have Carrie Jones versus Olive. You'll have Sophie versus UT Sierra. The question is, will Sophie redeem her loss of her love and light companion there? I am Jesse, just taken out by UT. Is that on your mind, Sophie? Are you frothing? Well, I'll be watching that one with bated breath. Ooh-wee. Well. Well, there we have it. Round 2 complete. Those victors have been crowned. The unfortunate ones who won't be carrying on are left to support the ones beside them opposed to licking their wounds. Because after all, this journey's not done for anybody. Going forward on this event, this SLAY2WIN, before each of the following weeks, I want to invite some of the people who've been performing in this event that unfortunately are not carrying on to come up and do a little preview to Slay with us. Talk about their experience. Get to know them more individually. Where we highlight some of the incredible songs that unfortunately didn't go through. Because there's been some incredible songs that didn't make it through. The phrase I've always used was there's no shame getting burnt when you're playing with dragons. And this tournament is full of them. We have our final 16. Those 4 brackets. 4 singers from each bracket left. Would you like to know who they are? I would too. Congratulations. Again, we are starting with the black bracket. Those matchups will consist of Maddox versus Savage Cabbage. Herb Noir versus Savage Inspired. Wow. The names you know, the names you don't. In that blue bracket, Chris Ryan versus King 80. Nikki Harbs versus Steffi Savage. No easy way out of this one. In that gold bracket, the slayer of our champion, Carrie Jones versus Olive. Juti Sierra versus Sophie. Two incredible singers, contrast of styles, similarities of styles. Which one will come ahead? Which two will reign? To conclude in our red bracket, Maddie Chorus King versus Andrew Sings, and Kendra versus Jada Kate. Slay to Win Season 3 concludes. Only a few days away till we're sitting right back around these walls again, watching those Sweet 16 perform. A week from now, we'll be sitting in the same spot, seeing which 8 will carry on after that. Half go home every time. Heartbreaking gets harder and harder. Don't envy the position of those 7 judges. Don't envy it at all. The difference between those shows you see on television, those voices, those America's Got Talent, those UK's Got Talent, those American Idols, is when that show concludes, so do those relationships. The difference between them and us is we are a community of singers, of performers, of artists. So our show continues. We stand side by side with the person beside us, win or lose. When we wake up tomorrow, doesn't matter if we came through today or if we got sent home in this tournament today, because guess what? Tomorrow we're still singing in these walls. Remember that when frustration builds, that our words go a lot further, our actions go a lot further than what we see on other screens. Because those screens live in that virtual world where we preside in reality. I've been proud to be a part of this. Slay to Win continues. Just not today. Well, actually, since you mentioned it, I got a surprise. A gift, shall we say. I've been mentioning how these judges have been judging. I've been specifying that they don't get any visual. They've been playing their own personal game of Guess That Star Maker. Well, I'm going to give each and every person watching this that same opportunity. How well do you know these singers? How well do you know the people standing beside you? How well do you know those voices? Well, I would say by morning, we're going to upload that week 1, 64 singers. We're going to have a little worksheet, a little Google document you can click on right there, anybody wants. They'll have a list of 64 singers. Each one of those songs will have a different number to it. Who will guess the most amount that are correct? Now, if you want to go through and sneak around the back door and find out the easy way, go right ahead. But you have to look yourself in the mirror. If you want to challenge yourself, see how well you know those voices and learn those voices, that's more importantly. Because I want to see whoever has the highest score, I'll give them a nice little shout out and I'll highlight one of their songs next season, next week, right before Slay. You get the most amount of those guesses correctly, I'll make sure I pull one of your favorite songs out here. And before we start Slay to Win, we're going to highlight one of your songs. Because you deserve it. So, can you guess the Star Makers? How well do you know those voices? And don't you worry if you don't want it to be your voice. You can pick anybody you want. If you have a friend who's incredible, if you're a supporter around here of some people that we might not know of, guess that Star Maker and your friend will get showcased. Now get out of my house. You're double parked and I got a tinkle. Just make sure, obviously, all your parking will be complimentary as always. We don't hold anyone around here hostage. No. Just make sure you use the proper stamp, because if you do not, then unfortunately, then we're gonna get scolded and they're gonna yell at. And as you know, every time you come to the underground, you get your own little gift back, your little swag, and I'm not Ellen. You can take 2 of them if you want, because inside each one of those bags, you have a family-sized bottle of deep bug spray. You heard it right here, deep bug spray. When those bugs are biting, you come to Old Man Jack and you think, thank you, Old Man Jack, for saving my body and my skin. Inside that bag next to that big old bottle of family size debug spray, every single person kid today will get their own perennial tulip bulb. That's true. It is a perennial. It blooms every single year. All you gotta do is dig that thing out before that winter freeze comes so it doesn't freeze up. But it'll bloom every single year. Bloom a beautiful color that you see that I don't. But I'm not jealous, so it's okay. I don't need colors to live a good life. One more gift for each and every other person. Don't look at me, sir. I don't care for the way you're looking at me. There's gonna be one more little gift in there. Just make sure you're very careful because we have it wrapped up nice and easy. Little tissue paper. Now when you look deep in that back next to that, slide over that tulip bulb and you pull out that little box. Inside that box will be another little box. Now I know what you're thinking. Are you fucking with me, old man jacket? I might be, but I might not be. Inside that little box, you just find this beautifully wrapped little tissue paper. Unroll that lightly because you don't want to break it. Inside that one little thing of foil. You look inside that foil, you're going to find your car key. Now you can get the fuck out of my house. Lingerers. Lingerers.